Hey, it's your girl Shanice with Shanice's Nurtured Holistics, and I'm here tonight to do some readings. I don't know what tonight's topic is going to be. I'm going to let my team decide. I haven't quite decided what deck I'm going to use. I just know I'm here because I'm working on my self-discipline. Saturn is working on me on my self-discipline. So, ta-da, we got it. Your girl is showing up. Let me see. I don't even know what deck I'm going to use. Jesus. Fix it. What deck is this? I don't want to use that deck. I know this don't look good, but I don't care. I'm here. That's the best part about it. I got my cards of time. Let me see. You can't use those alone. Ooh. I got my womb medicine deck. I never did a womb reading live. I've never done a womb reading live. Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, this might work. Okay. All right, so we're going to do this reading specifically targeted for the Divine Feminine. I don't talk about this enough, but I do womb healing readings. As a Yoni steam practitioner, a doula, I specialize in all things Divine Feminine and our reproductive systems and the health of our wombs. I am a firm believer that the state of your womb and your uterus is all encompassing of what's going on with the body as well as the spirit. And I guess that's the deck that I pulled out. That's what we gonna roll with. So if you're watching this live and that's something that you're not interested in, I don't know what to tell you. This might not be your night. Hey Rita, how you doing? Hang out with me. Tonight's reading is gonna be a little bit different. So I don't know. I'm not doing signs, and I haven't done a sign reading in a minute. But I'm doing this reading specifically for the Divine Feminine, the woman, the womb man. So if you don't got a womb, this ain't gonna be for you. Team, what y'all think about me doing this? Because I want to do it. A card flew out the deck, excuse me. Oop, health came out. That flew out. We might be rolling with it. What y'all think about me doing a womb reading? I ain't never do one of them live before. Okay, they fucking with it. Adventure came out. And manifestation at the bottom of the deck. This one is for POP. We about to hold it down. Okay. So the energy that came through so far is pretty good. I will say, in terms of just delivering the message of where the Divine Feminine is in terms of our spirit. The first thing that came through is an affirmation. When a woman's uterus is out of balance, so is she. And this was stated by a Mayan shaman, Don Elio Ponte. The next energy that came out is chamomile tea. This is an anti-inflammatory herb. Its properties are soothing to the nervous system and known to help sleep. It may also help with menstrual cramps. And I also see the affirmation, when you heal the womb, you heal the woman, stated by Claire Spinks. And so off the rip, this is telling me that you need to grab my whole soul cleanse tea. Why? Because you got some lingering energy that's debilitating your spirit. And you out of balance, my good sis. If you're having trouble sleeping because of the moon transits, I'm definitely going to encourage you to get some chamomile tea. I do sell loose leaf chamomile, but I do feel like you can find that anywhere, so you do not have to grab that from me. I would just say do not buy those little tea bags that you get in a grocery store. I'm a strongly oppose that, because you don't know how long those teas been sitting on the shelf in the back, and by the time you get it, the quality of it is so degraded because it's just the crumbles of the herb. So that's why you got herbalists like me, because I sell loose leaf herbs as well. But yeah, get you some of that if you're struggling. I'm also seeing the energy of red clover come through. That's a powerful herb for women, because number one, its healing properties are rich in chemicals like phytoestrogens that will help with hot flashes and PMS. This is a herb specifically for women. No matter where you are in your feminine reproductive phase, this is a really good herb to help harness your hormonal health and create, again, an energy of balance, because it's showing that the womb is out of balance. So you could be feeling a sense of being uninspired because chamomile is showing up. There's definitely a strong emphasis here of not only, hey T, how you doing? Not only the energy of the sacral chakra being highlighted, but there's also some energy of the solar plexus being highlighted with the chamomile showing up. So with red clover showing up as well, this is letting me know that there's a need for, minerals and nutrients to improve your circulation, sis. Your nerves are being triggered. And I'm going to pull from another deck to get some clarity on what's going on here. But just from the herbs and the affirmations that are coming through, or the quotes that are coming through, it's already letting me know that we got to reel it in the best way. How am I doing? Today was a mother effing day. Thank you for asking. And I know I wasn't the only one that had a day, because this is the energy that's showing up in the Divine Feminine spread. Hey Veronica, how you doing? We were triggered today. We felt out of flow today. So you definitely, if you into Yoni steaming, you may want to incorporate some red clover in your regimen. This is going to help you with the circulation in your womb space. This is going to break up some of that energy, actually help you feel an energy of an influx of flow. I'm happy to hear that. This is also going to help with optimizing fertility. Stress debilitates fertility. And with the solar plexus chakra showing up here, there's probably a problem with your weight as well. So you want to work on that. I just read an article today that said that women that are taking Ozempic are finding out that they're becoming more fertile because they're having babies. And that's just showing the link between being overweight and that also debilitating your pregnancy hormones. And so Ozempic might be having other effects than what they're expecting it to have. Because, you know, people taking that so they could look like a toddler and shit. You gonna be looking like a toddler and end up being knocked up in a couple of months. So there's other ways, my good sis, is what I'm saying. So if you on that Ozempic and you ain't trying to be knocked up, then come and see me. I did my list on the 6th. Good shit, Veronica. I'm happy to hear that. Now, spend a little bit of time every day focusing on that list so that you can keep it in the forefront, so that your spirits are reminded, so that you're constantly living in it. Oh yeah, and red clover is also good for menstrual cramps. So if you're on your cycle right now, which wouldn't be surprising because you're right in alignment with the new moon that just happened, then you definitely want to make sure that you take some red clover and some chamomile. Spirit, tell me why this energy is coming through like this for the divine feminine. What's been going on? What's triggering this energy within the womb? Why is the solar plexus coming through? Show me more. Give me some detail. I'm seeing nature coming through. So this is letting me know that you're not grounded. You're not grounded, so you might be emotionally eating. You're not grounded, so you might not be eating. You're not grounded. Things are triggering you, bothering you. Definitely want to take some time and center yourself. Why can't I stop eating? Listen, lay off the weed. I'm seeing leadership come through as well. That's letting me know that you're being triggered because things are being called out of you that you may not want to do. Things are pushing you outside of your comfort zone, but it's pushing you into a space of authority because nothing grows in a space of comfort. So this may be a triggering time. You may also want to work in your nervine herbs. Definitely connect with me and let's get a regimen going so we could calm down that nervous system. You can't Yoni steam if you got a IUD, but any other type of form of birth control, definitely you can do it. I don't really recommend birth control. I'm a firm opposer of standard birth control. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you because there's other things you can do that regulate the system, but that's for another conversation. All I'm gonna say is you're gonna find your happy space when you get to your destination. It's just gonna feel a little uncomfortable right now. It's given there's some major upheavals happening. But even in the space of discomfort, don't forget to smile. Don't forget to find gratitude. I'm going to repeat this as often as I have to. Gratitude helps sustain optimism. If you have something to be thankful for, you'll always have the courage to look forward to something. And we need that right now. Your courage, your gratitude, your optimism. Keep those things at the forefront of the heart. Because if you can always remind yourself, I'm grateful for where I am right now, you always going to push yourself to move forward to where you want to be, even when you're uncomfortable. What that may look like is telling God, I am so uncomfortable. I'm so upset right now. I so don't want to do this. But I'm going to continue to push forward because I know that it's going to get me closer to my goals. Insert goal, your intended goal here, whatever that is. Yes, I just keep telling myself something big is coming. It's okay. I've been trying to notice my feelings. We have to notice our feelings as divine feminine. I was just arguing with my boo thing today about Women and our feelings. That is important to us. We cannot negate our feelings. Our feelings is a requirement. Our feelings are our direction. In the moment that a woman goes stale in her intuition and her feelings, you're betraying yourself. You're betraying yourself. How many times have you been in predicaments where you be like, damn, I knew I wasn't supposed to do that because you didn't follow that gut feeling? That's betrayal. Remember that. So women always have, a nice balance embedded in them, and, operating in their masculine, which is very action and logic driven. But we also have to not suppress our feminine so much. What that looks like is trust, having a strong prayer life, not worrying, not fearing, because you don't know how X, Y, and Z going to show up. And it's really difficult in a physical, tangible society that we live in today. It really drives complete masculinity. I gotta do. I gotta achieve. I gotta push. Feminine energy is to rest. And it's not recognized or observed enough or honored enough. But it's showing up here that yes, right now it's showing up that you need to ground yourself, but you also need to take that leap, and you need to honor this new role that you're being pushed into. This is giving heavy, like, matriarchal energy. Somebody could have lost somebody in this type of energy, because this is real general. So I don't know where it's applying in your life, but I want you to take a look at where you are right now, the things that have happened, and take a look at it from a higher perspective and calm down your nervous system, because that's divine feminine energy. Everybody talk about wanting to be in a soft life, but don't even recognize that soft life is having a regulated nervous system. Soft life is when shit hit the fan, you ain't running around crazy. If you don't know how to just let shit flow, let shit slide and glide, and you know that you're going to be provided for, you're going to be all right, you ain't feminine. And being feminine doesn't require the presence of masculinity. To be completely honest, in order for a man to operate in their masculinity, there's the requirement of femininity. Because the absence of femininity is masculinity. I swear I be wanting to be alone. Some of us are supposed to be alone. Find out your human design. It's some other things too. One of my good sisters put me on to. And excuse me, I said something wrong. It's not the absence of feminine energy that creates masculinity. It's the presence of femininity that creates masculinity for a man. For a woman, the absence of masculinity in our lives creates masculine energy in us. Because weak masculinity creates masculinity. But only a woman can birth. We need to honor that. And that's why the womb readings are so important. That's why doing check-ins with your womb is important. That's why Yoni steaming is important. We go through so much shit. We hold so many things and we birth things. And if our womb ain't in check, our mindset is not in check, our spirit is not in check, it's going to be really hard to fucking get somewhere. And I could be a testimony to that. But I be missing my boo, then back to wanting to be alone. Depending on where your Venus at, that might supposed to be your walk. I think sometimes we try to force things too often, and that's what be fucking us up. Like me, I know I'm good in small doses. I can't be around somebody 24/7. Nobody. Hell, I don't even want to be around myself 24/7. So, you got to know yourself. You got to know what you want. You got to know what you like. You got to know where you at. But yeah. Let me get back to this reading. Moderation is showing up. And that's what the fuck I've been talking about, right? Like moderation. Knowing what you are, what you could take, small doses. It's that sense of internal awareness is what's needed right now for the divine feminine. It's probably a lot of us that want to be in isolation right now. Or we're noticing a lot of friction in different situations that we're involved in. Because we need to call back our energy to ourselves. We might notice some distance amongst relationships right now. It might be a season that you need to go within and ground yourself. The new moon was yesterday in Taurus. The moon was so close to the earth, even in its absence. Underlying energy, I have relationship change. So I just said there's probably some distance within relationships. There's some struggles right now. There's some tension. Some breaks are needed in communication. And I've been saying this for the last couple of days. I've been noticing a lot of tension since the moon was in Aries. I need to pull from let me see. If I had to build a custom steam now, give me some herbs to throw in a steam. What's this? First thing that came through, they didn't even say a herb. Moonstone. Why? Because the moon is so powerful right now. The divine feminine is connected to the moon. The moonstone is a crystal. This is going to bring strength, healing, and nurture the feminine system. This helps regulate your cycles and improve fertility. Very good for womb pain and rejuvenation. I need to make my appointment ASAP. I don't have my shop no more, cousin. So I'm going to have to come to you and do them. I make house calls. Give me some herbs for the divine feminine right now if I wanted to build a steam. Sea salt. Sea salt is powerful in a Yoni steam. That's for purification of the womb. That's going to also add some minerals because the womb is probably dehydrated. Are you drinking your water, sis? It's also antibacterial. I seen on a reel today where a girl was saying that soul ties aren't real. I beg to differ. Well, make me a home one, yes. Whenever you're ready, eating your fruits, yes. I beg to differ. Soul ties are very much real. Scientifically speaking, because I got a science background, I try and hit y'all with the facts. That's how I got here. Scientifically speaking, any person that you have raw sex with, even anybody that you share saliva with, that person's DNA lives in your system for 7 years. You met a real demon. Let me tell you, healers meet them. That's because you know how to transmute them. You know, you an alchemist. You know how to use that energy to overcome. A lot of us don't recognize our power until we encounter a real spiritual demon, a real succubus, a real narcissist. It's unfortunate that we have to encounter it that way, but you never know how strong you are until you've grown through something. And so some of us have to learn lessons through our wombs. It's challenging, but we grow. Nature shows flowers grow better in manure, aka shit. You need some fertilizer. So you got to start considering the little sprinkles of shit that you go through in life as some fertilizer. But hold on. You need some sea salt in your steam. If you following me, I'm giving you a recipe. You need to throw a moonstone in there, or you need to charge your yoni steam with a moonstone. If you're doing a yoni steam during any transits of the moon, incorporate your moonstone. You charge your moonstone with the new moon, which will rejuvenate it. It will give it new energy. You cleanse your crystals with the full moon. Got it? You can also cleanse your crystals with salt. I'm giving y'all a drop. I don't talk about the other shit enough. But divine feminine, I already mentioned it in my reading yesterday when I pulled from the Lunar Radiance deck. The Grab Your Crystals Today card I pulled. Get you some moonstone. It's going to help you. Got it? Good. Okay. What else we need? Calendula. I love calendula. It's a great ass antibacterial herb. We got a lot of things coming through for cleansing out the womb. I already said get the whole soul glow. Whole soul cleanse. It's in my Etsy shop. But yeah, calendula is coming through too. This is great. This is another solar plexus herb because it's yellow. Herbs tell you what chakra they're connected to based on the color too. So I'm telling y'all, the earth is amazing. Mother Nature is amazing. God is divine in his creations. But calendula is the best herb for its healing properties in treating cuts, bruises, and scrapes, insect bites, and minor infections. It's an antispasmodic, which is really good for cramps. Used medicinally. You can use it culinarily, and you can use it for cosmetic purposes. If you put this in your steam, it's going to help with healing wounds and scar tissue. You've been letting them fuck boys beat that coochie up. They done been scratching up your uterus and leaving they scars. And so Spirit is trying to help you with purifying, because I gotta be cap switching and shit, code switching. Spirit is helping you purify it. You was letting that man dig up them guts, and now you need the fuckboy cleanse. Okay? All right. What else? Chamomile showing up again. Put some chamomile in your Yoni steam, because the type of herbs that are showing up here, the people that you were dealing with were crippling your self-confidence. These individuals made you not feel enough. And if you think I'm lying, look at how your daughters act. Look at their temperament. Look at their insecurities and tell me they're not yours. Put some chamomile in your steam. It's relaxing. It's calming. It's antifungal. If you're struggling with yeast infections and BV, this is the steam you need to make. Or you need to come and see me. I know everybody like to try and act like they don't have problems down there. You're lying. You're lying. And you ain't lying to nobody but yourself. Stay at the OBGYN. You got a lifetime supply of Metro Gel. Or you taking that other one, doxycycline. Stop. You just fucking up your body. Lemon myrtle. This herb is hard to find. I ain't gonna lie. But this is coming through because, again, there's a lot of herbs showing up that's letting me know that you need to cleanse your mind, your body, and your spirit. And you also need to enhance your sense of relaxation and even connection with your womb. When the last time you sat down and held yourself? Sometimes we don't even recognize that the absence of a period, the presence of cramps, the presence of any type of hormonal dysfunction could literally be your womb trying to connect with you because you ignoring it. If the only attention that is happening with your womb is when a man's penis is inside of you, you have a problem. We have to learn to connect with our wombs. Period. Y'all seen that light behind me? That was so synchronized. Connect with your womb, sis. That's what make you a woman. You should be so enthralled and enamored with the one thing that makes you different from a man. Because they can't give birth. Men can't handle and hold and bear what you can. Isn't it amazing how what our womb is doing and how much control it has over our lives? If you got a plan when you're going to have sex and go on vacation, have a drink around an event that happens monthly, or the absence of it is concerning to you because it governs your life that much, why don't you pay attention to it? Why do we only pay attention to our wombs when we're pregnant? You only concerned about your womb when your period don't come because you pregnant. Or we concerned because there's something happening because we can't get pregnant. Or if you bleeding too long, it's a problem. I get it. But hold yourself. I know I'm going to lose some viewers. And it's okay because it feels like an attack. Because you like, whoa. You doing the Matrix, little Kim. I get it. But connect with yourself. For real. What I got at the bottom of the deck? Red Clover showed up again. I can't lie, y'all. I'm not lying. This the same deck. The same energy is showing up. Over and over. Hold on. Because I don't want y'all to think I'm lying. I'm about to show you. It's showing up on different cards. Red Clover right here. Red Clover right here. And so, hold on. Chamomile tea showed up twice. Chamomile tea right here. Chamomile right here. So the consistency is here. Spirit is saying, I said what I said, sis. And so I'm going to reiterate that to you. This is what a womb reading is. This is what a womb healing session could look like. Depending upon what you're dealing with, I could go deeper. Depending on what you're saying, we could go deeper. And if this is an experience that you'd like to have because you want to work on healing and restoring balance and creating, you know, shifts and changes in your life, I love this for you. Book me. If you just now popping in and you didn't get to enjoy this, you want to watch this if you're a woman. If you a man and just came here, you might want to peace out. This wasn't for y'all tonight. This was specifically for my women. I did a womb reading, a live womb reading. And even gave you the ingredients for a Yoni steam if you wanted to make one for yourself. The energy is prime, divine, and ripe for you right now. This energy is going to be here till the 12th or the 13th, even though the moon phases will change. But the intentions that you set, the work that you're putting forth right now is definitely going to help set forth some changes for you for the next 6 months. And I also want to let you know that once you start doing womb care, that can definitely cultivate some major shifts in your life. As you start breaking down the old tissue, breaking down the stale energy, we never know how that's going to manifest in your life. But you know what? I'm going to pull based on the energy that showed up tonight. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. What could these changes look like? How could they manifest? I stay telling God I want to be made over. And listen, we got to be open to whatever way that look. Because we never know. And that's one of the, the fantastic things about all of this. This was one of the most magical things that made me, love my craft. Because if you've been following me for a long time, when I initially hit the game doing this, I was witching. And so it was straight hoodoo all the time. I just started to be more, open about the herbalism. And that's actually what got me into studying hoodoo, if I'm being honest. But anyways, just seeing what the effects of the combination of elements and how they can function in your life and what they can make manifest and what you can attract with it, and dissecting that, it definitely made me start moving in my power. It gave me the confidence to know, all right, I know what I'm doing. When I'm started my Yoni steaming regimens and I'm seeing, you know, the correlation between when I'm Yoni steaming, what type of people come back, what type of feelings come up, how am I feeling now, what's the energy here in, you know, the lunar frequency, what is this calling out of me, doing shadow work. That's what got me here. People think, you know, some people get into this and they start one lane and they stay there, but there's no growth in that. So, you know, you gotta elevate. That's why you don't see me offering much of, you know, candle work and anything like that. I'm gonna tell you to pray more. My life is an open document. I don't delete none of my shit, because there's growth in this. There's been a process in this. Hey, Treese, how you doing? Welcome. The only thing that's remained consistent in all of this is the love of the earth and the elements and the honoring of what they're used for. But I'm going to look into seeing what this energy is going to bring forth for the divine feminine. What's going to change for us when we do the Yoni steam that I gave you the ingredients for. What's going to happen when we start doing the work, because that's what the energy is given. What you doing up here, Lisa Love? How you doing? Spirit, what do I need to let the divine feminine collective know? What's coming with these changes? What's the good stuff coming with these changes? Compass is showing up. The good stuff that's coming is you're going to have some direction in your life. It's going to bring forth some clarity. You've been feeling foggy because you've been having them fuck boys attached to you. Another herb that did not show up that I'm going to tell you that you should probably use is mugwort. But mugwort is not to be used if you are trying to have a baby. But mugwort is really powerful in releasing soul ties. Because I told you, I don't care what nobody say about if whether they believe they're real or not. Scientifically, anybody that you share saliva with, they live in you for 7 years. You have to cleanse that energy off of you. And herbs are powerful enough in their essence and their function to expedite that process. All of the herbs that came through in this spread help to cleanse the spirit and to remove soul ties. Anybody that has sent negative energy your way, it will purify that. So if you can't do a Yoni steam, use these herbs and these ingredients that I gave you to make a bath. I just gave you a bunch of gems for free. Use them. Clean your house with it. Hell, make this and pour it in the bath in front of your porch to push negative energy off. Herbs are powerful. We just haven't been taught how to use them. What else is coming? Narcissism. You're going to get your confidence back. Because all of the cards and the herbs that came through was all solar plexus energy. Lacking in self-esteem. You've been putting other people first. You've been prioritizing other people. You need to take a spiritual bath. People have been speaking ill of you. People have been putting you in compromising situations. And you've been having to turn the other cheek. Self-regulate. Ground yourself. I'm speaking to the people on the back, T. You heard me? Because this is present energy. And yes, the situations will differ amongst everybody. But I promise you, if you carry a womb, this is what you've been dealing with. Trees just came in and said, I feel this. I know that's right. You got a womb. We got to self-regulate. We got to call our power back because shit been real. And we are the most powerful beings that walk this planet. We birth shit. We got to regulate so we don't cause no wars. Mending is coming through. So you're going to be healing. There's going to be some recovery. Whatever situation that's triggering you right now, I promise you, it won't be the same. You won't be the same. But in a good way. You're evolving. This is ascension. Because in order to grow, something must die. Bottom of the deck. We got codependency. This is the good stuff that's showing up. Codependency keeps showing up in the good stuff. I'm gonna see who can you lean on? Who is this? Who can you be codependent on? Because I don't want to lead y'all astray. Who can you run to? Is this family? Is this spirit? Who is this? Is this your bae? Who is this? Who? Angels. Your team. You can lean on your team. You've been in a disheveled space. You've probably been operating in distortion. You've probably been doing. Acting like you work in a factory. Who else can you run to? Your music. Your music. You need something to uplift your spirit? Don't call them people. Pray or put on a playlist. Okay? What else? Chakras. Meditate. Or, I'm going to pull from my other deck. We're going to see what music come through. What frequencies you need. What frequencies. And we got Olive coming through. You're going to have to learn how to lean into the pressure, baby. When the shit get real, you're going to have to pray. You're going to have to know who you could call on. Stop looking for external validation. Stop calling them people, telling them people your business. Stop calling them people, telling them people your business, and you better phone God. You ever notice how when shit really real, it ain't nobody that can help you get through what you going through? Those are the moments that you need to lean on God the most. Those are the times you need to call on your big mama the most. But yet we gonna call, what's her name? Girl. Such and such happened. Guess who played me? Guess who had me doing X, Y, and Z? You know you just writing spells for yourself? Because all you're doing is rehearsing it. Getting your feelings all emotionally involved in it. AKA not self-regulating. AKA not being in our soft girl era. I stopped answering the phone. Listen. I realized I got a bad relationship with my phone today. If I'm not in a good space, I'm not answering my shit. I don't care who's calling. If we don't have an appointment already set, I don't want to talk to you. Might let that phone go right to voicemail and then ask my team, do I need to return that call? Is that something that I have the space for? Because I know who I am and what purpose I serve. So I can't just not answer completely. But best believe I be screening the fuck out of these calls with spirit. Hey yo, high vibrational ancestors, spirit guides, and ascended masters, come through. Your girl need a SOS. Should I call such and such back? Should I do what such and such want me to do? Because sometimes somebody will say something to me. I'd be like, yo, let me call you back. Let me ask my team first. If they ain't fucking with it, I ain't doing it. Because I find that if I'm not spiritually obedient, I'm only fucking myself up. But un momento. Let me see what music we need. I'm pulling from my Lunar Radiance deck because I want to see what self-care stuff we need. What frequencies we need. Because music been coming through like in all of the last couple of lives that I've been on. Music keep coming up. So we're going to see what come through. Watch a movie showed up. Some of y'all doing too much that you don't even know how to find some joy, some entertainment. Find something to smile about. Find something to laugh at. Rest is showing up as well. You keep doing, running, showing up for everybody. Now, some of y'all, you gotta work. You gotta be disciplined. Some of y'all need to sit down. You've been overdoing it. I do not want you to misconstrue. You know who you are. Because Taurus energy make people get real content real quick. But you know if you've been road running. Stop. Breathe. Be still. Rest. Create an ancestral altar. Didn't I say I need to be praying? High vibrational ancestors, spirit guides, and ascended masters. Your angels already showed up here. An ancestral altar is very easy and simple to complete. I'm going to give you a simple one right now. You need a glass of water. You need a white candle. You need a picture of a deceased loved one that you already had a good relationship with. Somebody that you resonated with too. Don't put nobody on your altar that you know didn't like you just because they passed away. Do not put nobody on your altar that you did not know either. Unless they connect with you. That's different. Unless they let their presence be known. And that's all I'm going to say. Candle, glass of water, picture of a deceased relative. Try to make sure that there's nobody in the pictures that are still living. Okay? If you don't have any pictures of your deceased loved ones, don't be discouraged. You can literally write on a piece of paper, to my known and unknown benevolent ancestors. Because I know that might be a struggle. But do not forget the word benevolent. Because you're dealing with spirit. You got to be intentional. Some of us got ancestors that don't have our best interests in mind. And it's okay. We love them anyway. We could just say it ain't no place for them here. By calling forth the ones that really want us to have the best quality of life. And it really works in your best interest if it's, a maternal energy, a mother, a grandmother, a great-grandmother, an aunt, a great aunt, you know, because y'all share the same, your grandmother, when your grandmother was born, you was born. All the eggs your grandmother birthed, she had them when she was born. So she carried your mother too. When your mother was born, you was born. You been here. That's the connection. When you heal your womb, you heal ancestral trauma. When you heal your womb, you heal your daughter's traumas. You heal for your granddaughters and forward. And some of us, if you found this, if you up here right now, this is for you. You're one of the chosen ones. Heal your womb. May is Trauma Awareness Month. Yoni steaming is a form of ancestral medicine, and it also cultivates an amazing relationship with your ancestors. So many different things can be embedded in the topic of womb healing. From birth control to the type of men you attract, the type of men your parents attract, who your daddy is in his soul. Your womb speaks volumes. The type of men you attract, the father of your children, there's something in your womb that attracted you to that nigga. There's something in your womb that was able to birth his semen. Even our stories of our miscarriages, even the stories of our abortions, no matter where you are, no matter what you've done, when it comes down to reproductive health and healing that, you not only heal yourself, you heal others, because you're not the first one. You might be the first one to do certain things. And that's also healing too, because you broke some patterns. Yoni steaming is an act of self-love. It's also an act of accountability. Because you know who you've been fucking. You know how they made you feel afterwards. You carried that. This ain't a conversation for somebody who like to judge people on how many bodies they got and shit like that. This ain't for you. You might want to exit stage left. I'm one of them women. I'm a woman and I keep it real and I respect women for wherever you at. Because every one of us got to walk. But you know what you've been doing. And you know who you've been doing. And if you don't know who you've been doing, that's another reason why you're here too. But it's okay wherever you at. Because when I think about why I can appreciate women and how we move and who we are, because in the African spiritual traditions, there's deities and they got stories. They got different paths. From Oshun, everybody want to be a Oshun. Till you find out which path of Oshun that this person have. And then it sheds a lot of light on the life they have. Everybody wanted to be a Yemaya. I said I was a Yemaya. I knew I was a Yemaya. I've had mermaids tattooed on me. I've always been connected to Yemaya before I even knew who I was in this. But when I really started studying her and her paths, it made me look at myself different. Why I had an affinity with her. When you learn the connections that you have to the other Orishas within these paths and these walks and these other parts of it, you like unicorns. Listen. 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 We learn. That's why I don't understand why, as a woman, as a black woman, for me, it was really difficult for me to find an affinity in other things that are presented to us that are very common, because it's not enough color variety in women. We're all not the same. And so we need something we can identify with. And that's where I'm going to leave it at in terms of that. But I'm going to get back to this reading. This was a good live tonight. I usually don't talk like this, but God been telling me, communicate. You got more to talk about. And so I guess that's where we at right now. I like this. I need to wear my glasses more often when I go live. I feel like a professor. Read is showing up. Read. I was already talking about expanding your mind. Learn something about these other, especially if you're struggling in where you are as a woman and who you are as a woman. Definitely want to take some time and just look into different feminine archetypes. I don't even want to say, you popped up on my TV the other day on YouTube. Ashe, I'm trying to be on TV. For real TV. But thank you for watching. I'm trying to build my presence on my YouTube. If you're not following me over there, you need to be. But yes, I'm trying. Thank you. What else? Tell me what frequencies we need, because music keep popping up. Why music popping up and y'all ain't giving me no frequencies? Y'all want to drive the boat. I want to bring her back to shore. They're not giving it to me. They are not giving me none. Sing or chant is coming back up. Dance is coming through again. I tried it. I'm going to do it more often. What, YouTube? Or the frequencies? Let me cut the deck. Nope. They still not giving me one. They said viewer's choice. They said I gotta drop some music. Inner child work is showing up. If it's something that was nostalgic to you, something that you really want. You make frequency music too? I don't see none coming through. And that's crazy. My phone about to die. Oh, you tried listening to the frequency music. It could be a little difficult at first, because you know it's not just standard. You and your cat sat on the floor listening to frequency music. It's a little bland-ish. But if you find something that you like, find a frequency that you like, It might be something you could find yourself resonating. 5 minutes and he was gone. Listen, your cat needed a reset. Cats and dogs are some of them. Cats, dogs, snakes are some of the most grounding house pets, because if you let them be free, they're on the ground already. So they're constantly picking up energy, transmuting energy. And so they need it too. They need it too. When I had my dog, I used to play frequency music too. Well, I was just playing it for the house. I would put some on in my baby room. Sometimes she would put it on herself. She got so used to it. And I would have it playing in my room too. Is there anything else I need to let the Divine Feminine know? He loved my feet when I come back from outside, because you grounded and he wants some. You got some fresh earth. Is there anything else I need to let the Divine Feminine know to close out this womb reading? Because this was good. I'm going to do these more often. Listen to music is showing up. Music keep coming through. Listen to whatever you want, because they're not giving me no frequencies. Although this is a time of manifesting, came through last night. This is perfect for releasing as well. Making space for new beginnings. Clean up your motherfucking house. Clean up your house. Clean up your womb. If you're trying to get a new man, Yoni steaming is great. If you're trying to heal from a man, Yoni steaming is excellent. You trying to figure out what new business you want to start doing? What's your passion? Yoni steaming is amazing. You feeling stagnant, lost, confused? Steam your coochie. New moon in Cancer is showing up. Start nurturing yourself now, so that the changes that you want to see, whatever it is that you want to manifest, whatever it is that's triggering you and you want to move that shit out the way, by the new moon in Cancer, you'll start seeing some progress, some momentum building. You'll start seeing some improvement in your relationships too. Wherever you have Libra energy, Libra governs the 7th house. So this could also be surrounding relationships, partnerships, or wherever you have Libra energy is where you're noticing the most friction. Take a look at your natal chart. And this is why you need to get my Lunar Wisdom Healing Workbook. So when I'm saying this shit to you, you could just refer to boop, boop, boop. I got this planet in my 7th house. Steam your coochie, sis, showed up. We fucking done. Because I said what I said. All the alarms and shit is going off. Steam your coochie. If you don't want to buy your own steam, if you don't want to use the ingredients I gave you for the steam, that's fine. You'd rather get them personally made and customized? Connect with me. I do that through womb readings. You want to get a personalized womb reading? Connect with me. The link is found in the description box. I love you. Have an amazing evening. I'm done. Because Spirit said, steam your coochie, sis. There's nothing else I gotta say. This was a womb reading. What else? What else? Bottom of the deck. Purchase yourself some flowers. Why? Calendula is a flower. Chamomile is a flower. Put them shits in your steam and steam your coochie, sis. I love you. Good night. Peace.